I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
William Nibb Memorial High School D-Cup Alumni presents its third annual fundraising barbecue on Memorial Day, May 30th, 2022. Wear your favorite jersey to Wilsonwood Park in Mount Vernon, New York. Remember to take exit 12 off the Hutchinson River Parkway. Music by DJ Mad Max of Sound 1000. Proceeds to aid the William Nibb High School Costa Cup team. For more information, contact Keegan 304-607-4034. Our codfish at 954-639-2991. Proud of people, it's important. Remember, make sure say Ono did that.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host. Yes, this is your host. My name is Man, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening, and you had a wonderful day. We have some good stuff to share with you today, so jump onto the stream. Because we have some good information that we want to share with you. It won't be a long show. I don't think we are not going to go past 2 hours. That's the max, right? So you need to get on early. If you want to call in early. I think we have sorted out, the phone call struggles that we have been having recently. So jump on and to the stream, and as usual, we ask you to do a couple of things, right? One is when you come on, please ensure that you hit the like button. All right, you help with the algorithms of the video and the platform when you do that. So you hit the like button. That is greatly appreciated. All right. After you have done that, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the platform. All right. We love when our subscribers are a part of the show and our subscribers share in what we are producing. So make sure you subscribe if you have not done so. Also share the content with other persons who have an interest in in the sport. All right, so let me give you some stuff that are making the headlines. Well, before we get into that, oh, how could I forget to big up our sponsors, Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it most for all your loans up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars. Prestige Finance is a place you want to go. Just check them out. Let them know you heard about them from I Am Sure Sports. And here is what you'll get. One, you'll get low interest rate, 0 to 4%. Not only that, but hey, people, guess what? Guess what? Non processing fee, same day processing. Also, want to big up Patrick Reed and Launch Legacy. At Launch Legacy, they handle risk and seek legacy. So, for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA, visit them. Listen, go and check out this right now, people. Just take some minutes, couple of minutes. Go and check out Launch Legacy if you're in North America. You need them. If you're a Jamaican in North America, you need to link up Launch Legacy. All right? I call or text them at 647-989-0782. And we're going to be having Patrick Reed back on the platform, sooner than you think, to tell us more about the work of Launch Legacy over there in North America. All right. So hope you're doing well. Also want to say lots of big up to everyone on the platform celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you. All right. So big up our sponsors. To all of you who are on, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Hey, I hope we don't have one like last night. All right. So Travis, bless up. See you in here. IT push. Bless up. Leon Minot is here. Michael Garden. Bless up. Bless up. Tuffy Rudy. Bless up. Big deal. Len. Bless up. All right. So I don't people, you must understand that I don't respond to things. I always tell people, me and Boza. Oh, you're saying Travis, is you Boza and Lamar? What? I try to watch it. Hey, if I say it good for real, Travis, here's the thing I know. Boza, big up yourself. Hey, Lamar, hey, one thing, let me tell you. One of the ball them we really want to talk. We just see this to me, Lamar Walker, people give me a hard time, but this youth here. Every time I see him, I think this man is a youth. Him full of fun. Like, there's not going to be a dull moment with him. You understand me? Just outside of the football, just in personality. You understand me? Um, I know that at the moment I bring up local footballers, I'm going to be attacked. But listen, I'm my ball of them. You understand me? It's okay for our next man to talk about the players in England and in Germany and in Spain. Listen, I choose to talk about the local players and the players locally who are overseas. That's just my thing. You understand me? Everybody run at them own lane. If you come out of your lane, you're gonna get disqualified. Stay in your lane. I'm not running a race with anybody. I'm in a race by myself. Understand me? So big up all the ballers, past, present, and future. Every youth who play football, who started in school, them used to play in the same school shoes that them go to school with. You used to take off your khaki shirt, roll up your khaki pants, and that's where it start from. You used to play for bag juice. You understand me? Some competition, and the winner of the competition, the winner of the match get a bag of bag juice and 12 bulla. Big up the youth we go through them things there. You understand me? You play upon the gravel, you play upon the dirt. So we learn the football. You understand me? We used to kick grapefruit or kick orange or put stuff in a box. You understand me? So we grow. So we learn it. Difficult times, and you made it somewhere, big up yourself. We never have the opportunity like many people. Many people had perfect grass. They had boots. They have all of those things. No problem. They made it, but guess what? We made it, brother. A whole heap away. Never have those things. We never used to even have access to watch it on TV. You understand me? We never used to watch it on TV because we never have access to them thing there. But we still made it. Big up to all the youths them who play the football because them know if them don't play and do well, them mother are going to stay in the slum. Them sister are going to stay in the slum if she younger and get pregnant. Them have some little niece and nephew where they want help. And the reason why they play the sport is so that them can help them family. Big up to all of them youth there. Never have it up here, so, but them let them feet do the talking. Big up to all of them youth there. So I choose to show a lot of love and respect for those youths. They may not make it like Messi or Ronaldo, but they have made it far enough to help them family. Build up a proper house, buy themselves a vehicle, and be able to give them kids and them family a better life. Big up to all of them youth there. Every single one of them. You understand me? Jamaica, well, man is man, and a lot of Jamaicans respect them. You understand? Because we know the struggle. The struggle is real. It's dreading at the Gideon, and you made it. You understand me? A whole heap of gunshot you hear and all of them things, but you made it out and you made it through. Big up. Give thanks. Yeah. All right. So listen, big news, right? Done by Boy Stone. Beautiful. I'm so happy, right? Yes, IT push know the thing, man. People tell me, King Job talk to me, No, know the things I'm used to me I talk about. A whole per man grew up in this a one shots, them having on the tear upon them go play ball in night, A one pair of socks. A whole per youth, until them start playing Manning Cup, them never get a brand new boots yet for playing, A brand new, a whole per youth never yet. Listen, a whole per Jamaican youth to play ball now, never yet wear a brand new pair of boots, football cleats, The struggle is real. So yes, when them youth they make it, we respect them. Because we know where them come from. Hey, but more big up the tourism enhancement fund, Because the tourism enhancement fund I work right here now. Right here now to build the skating rink down in a Boys Town. And I hear that it is going to be completed and big things are going, So we are happy. We are very, 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 very happy for that. See it, man? We just talk about it, Yeah, man. Major construction. So big up every person. Don't just ask leaders who arrive, man. Big up all the persons. Listen, this is a big deal, right? It says the possibility of adding more value to Trench Town and by extension Jamaica sports tourism is becoming more of a reality as the Tourism Enhancement Fund has thrown its support behind Boys Town Reggae Skate Park with significant sponsorship to complete the first phase of the project. Since the announcement of the plans to erect the 18,000 to 25,000 square feet skate park in 2019, financial support for the project expected to cost approximately US $700,000, almost a million US people, has been gradually building over the years. The Tourism Enhancement Fund contribution is now expected to start and finish phase one of the Reggae Skate Park. Big up to the whole of the people in a Trench Town and Rima, all right, which will be situated on the west side of the Boys Town compound that houses the football and cricket pitches. Hey, don't build a skating rink, and don't fix up the football field. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Leon. I'm saying that I hope when you beautify the place and do that part, you also ensure that you fix up the football field and the clubhouse and the school down there. It says Jamaica Skateboard Federation President Steve Douglas, in disclosing the partnership, pointed out that the Tourism Enhancement Fund backings represent a significant investment in the community development and will go a far way in adding progress. You understand me? Listen, hey, people them down a Boys Town want to know this, When the people them put the thing on the door, mash it up, sir. Keep and care, is one thing to attain things, but we need to learn to maintain things, A whole heap of money this, Boys Town, Trench Town. A whole heap of money this, You understand me? All right? Yeah, you understand me? So the football is being worked on as well at this present time. We have some more pictures, Whole heap of work are going. So they're working on them fixing the pump for the football field, they're fixing the surface, they're fixing the clubhouse, and they're building the skating ring. That we want to see in the community. Hey, Shamar Nicholson, here's what I want you to do now. You see one of them stand there, a whole lot of people go say that, you know, because right I know, no Shamar, from Boys Town, you know, I probably you are the, you may not be the biggest name, but you so far as one of the Boys Town players who have gone the furthest. Because you're playing in the Russian top flight right now and probably go get bigger. So here's the thing, you know. Hey, you need to have a little spot down there, you know. I tell you, you know. So yeah. Yeah, man. So please, and Connex is working on the rehabilitation of the well in the community as well as to put in solar panels that will power the lights as well. So people, look out, because the next big thing will be, you can imagine, man, really think about this. Tony Spalding Sports Complex. I don't know if what they're going to call it, the Boys Town Sports Complex. Hey, that would be nice, you know. Skating ring. Yo, this is tremendous. This is tremendous. Oh, yeah, man. A lot of veterans. Hey, you see with the ceremony, people, I'm going to be easier now because they're going to honor a lot of the past Boys Town player, the opening of all of these things. And you know, Marines man off it, they're upon him years. You understand me? Right? In the meantime, I want to big up the leader who is going to be joining me. Yeah, for the show. Oh, you're saying that it's going to be called the Father Sherlock Arena. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, so that's good. Good news coming out of Boys Town. Also, you signed a newspaper today that Lauren Donaldson seemed to be the front runner to be that was in the newspaper. It was reported that he is the front runner to get the job as the next coach for the Reggae Girlz. All right. Like I said before, I think in terms of the quality of coaches, he's probably the best person available, and he also has the relationship with the girl. I mean, so I think he is the best choice, and this is where they should go if you want to qualify. Though I still think the whole process is one day going to come back to haunt us. I also must say, I must commend the captain because she has spoken and she has given the assurance that she's going to be turning up and she's willing to and will be given 100% in ensuring that the team is able to qualify for the World Cup. So also good to hear from Khadija Bonishaw. You know, that's very commendable. And the other things will work out as things go by. All right, the U Sherlock building is also under rehabilitation as well. This is being done through the funds from a Rotary Club in America and the Jamaica government as well. Hey, people, things are going on Boys Town. Yeah, man. Listen, so all of the people, them, Mr. Carl Brown, people like Carl Brown who always crying out for this. Joe Downer, Andrew Price, Ali McNabb, all of them. Big up on yourself, Boys Town. Mr. Leader, welcome to the show, man. Listen, when you come on the show, I don't know what, but everybody seemed to get fired up. Oh,
Well,
you're a Calabar. You went to Calabar? You went to Calabar?
Yeah, man. I mean, green and black run through the veins, you know. I say another lion on there, and mine not.
I didn't know you went to Calabar. Yeah, man. I know mine not went to. So, what sport did you play at Calabar?
What's that?
What sports you played at Calabar?
Me, basically, look here. The only thing I did basically.
Hold on, man. Me ask the man, people, what sports do you play at Calabar? You know what the man said to me? Basically, look here. What sports do you basically look here, sir? Let me ask you again. What sport did you play at Calabar?
Track and field, shot put, discus. That's what I was involved in.
Did you ever participate at Champs or Calabar?
No.
See,
look here.
You never did no sports at Calabar. You never did no sports.
Years.
You know, you might never go on Champs and say the sports at Calabar. I don't believe this. You don't do no sports at Calabar, man.
However, you hear about Link Bloomers. So I have enough championships and so on that I've put enough championship teams together after. So I think I have a good amount of say.
So you're saying that you're a late bloomer, meaning you have not bloomed yet? Are you blue?
And I've bloomed. No, man, I've bloomed, you know. And the petals drop off now, man. I can't looking to give it up.
Okay.
That's why I'm on all of these shows here now, you know. So I don't have to basically tiptoe and owe anybody any favors and can't speak my mind. So a lot of people like when I talk about certain things, I'm going to talk my mind. I'm going to basically say it don't matter.
Okay. Well, the
Remember,
Calabar man, the
mentioned
Calabar man,
London and his name.
huh?
Remember, it was on this show some time ago. We spoke about the resignation and Lord Donaldson. Okay.
Okay. No. A lot of people think that he's a. Listen, and I keep on saying this. An ex-Calabar man is saying that when you said that you're through the discuss, you mean you're through the discussions while you're at Calabar?
No, wasn't that? No. Never talk, no man. Never not talking, no man.
Oh, and they're asking you, Brian is coming back to the betting. He's saying that where are the tapes?
Oh, man is man. I sent certain things to you. We won't talk about who they came from.
No. Don't do that. Don't
tell them what you knew from between people in the management program, journalists. I think I gave you enough evidence.
No. People, let me just clarify. For the people who are Freddie Butler, AQ, CC, the man said that he was going to bet you 500 US that he had the tapes. I got no such thing from him. All I got from him were some voice note from people saying that I hear about it. I think I hear said go say no. It may have
no.
So he called persons and said, like you'd call somebody and said, did you hear about this? Are you aware that this happened? And the person said, you know, me think like, no, that is not evidence. You gave me nothing that could be taken to prove.
I gave you from journalists, 2 journalists that said it happened. And I gave you from
don't have no proof.
The management committee that said it happened. A youth coach, very, very prominent youth coach, but he couldn't go either way. He said with basically a draw. Because players wouldn't have known, you know. That's another thing a lot of people don't know. Players wouldn't know certain things that are said, you know. Because they're not integral in these things. So when I think about it, Freddie Butler would not have known.
No, all right. You're saying that Freddie Butler would not have known. But a journalist who was not there can verify it. That no mean us leader. Leader, you're gonna lose the conversation and still no. But go ahead, Utah. All I want the people to know is that I can present what I have, but that is for me, you owe the man them $500 because that is no evidence that it happened. What I got is no evidence. You said you're going to present the tapes. Where are the tapes?
Man, as reputable as those names are, we don't want to call them, you know. But as reputable as those people are, very reputable names, you know. But one of them, the family is the family of football in Jamaica.
No, but leader, if somebody says, hey, you know, I heard about it and I think it could have been like that.
No, the family of football, evidence. The person who's in the management program, he didn't say supposedly. He acknowledged that it happened. We don't want to call him name. But you saw the person we're talking about. He acknowledged it. But that's not what we're about. Let's move on, man.
All right.
So, we're going to give you the tape. Just that work situation. We have to go to the archives and we never reach there. So that's another day. I could just pass on that for now.
Your Calabar brother supported you. Your Calabar brother said the tapes are with J. Edgar Hoover, from former director of the CIA. Yes, I think the man bet 500 US in a never time and can't produce the tape. The man will see a tape. They want to hear. But let me say this, right? Also, Kemar Roofe Rangers, they took on Frankfurt in the finals of the Europa League today. And he's recovering from injury. He actually came on in the second half when the game was 1-1. He scored his penalty, but they lost 5-4 on penalty. Very good game. I think they could have won the game. So Kemar Roofe went to the finals of Europa with his team, and they lost. That's Rangers in Scotland. Still look like he is not fully fit. I would not be surprised if we don't see him in the Nations League because of injury, because he just looked like he's not all himself. But he's a quality player. I don't understand why people always seem to question his ability, but he's a quality player. That is Kemar Roofe. All right. So here you see now, Mr. Leader, 2 man outside your door, no ready for collect. That's Freddie Butler. Same sending people collecting money because you don't produce no tape. So talk to the man.
Freddie, soon man, don't worry about it. Soon coming. By the next time we come on this show, Manning's man would have seen the tape and seen the print evidence. Don't worry about it, man.
So you're gonna produce the tape?
No, man, we're still going to produce it. But I thought that the caliber of people, especially the person that was integral in the national program, would have been enough. Especially that gentleman that you want to interview. I think, and he didn't say if it heard. He said yes, it did happen.
But Freddie Butler was there, miss, and him said not like that.
Freddie Butler was a player. No. Players now going to be
So no. How if the players must be involved? How would the players? Of course.
No.
Oh my leader. How would the players? Leader, how would the players? How would the players know not to score if they are not a part of the deal?
Coaches pick. No, hold on. Jamaica tried. Hold on. To be honest, if Mexico came, but Mexico did not really try. If you look at it, Mexico did not really try. And for those people who want to know, that match is not really available anywhere else. It's going to be on my YouTube channel, which I'll put it up. So those of you who want to see it like
no, but showing the match because that is what you were doing on the last show.
Mexico. It's not on YouTube, you know.
No.
I'll debut.
No, what I am saying, leader, showing the match.
The commentary, in the commentary, there's a section. I don't have it on the tape. I have. It was mentioned.
You're saying that the person commentating said that Mexico and Jamaica made arrangements to draw the game, leader.
It was mentioned in the commentary that, let me tell you specifically what was said. What was said that basically Bora said, we'll see each other in France. We'll be in France. Don't worry about, basically to that effect.
Listen,
it did come in the commentary.
I'm letting this one.
It was one of the comments, man. Bertis Bell was doing the commentary. Yeah, man, it was in there. It came out.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, but that's as I say, different show. We're not out here talking about that, man. Don't worry about it, man. Make sure the man have 5 bills to send still. But we're not talking about that. Well, where we are now.
All right. So we talked about the roof thing. We talked about what is happening in Boys Town. I'm glad to see that because it's such a historic place in terms of football. So I'm glad to see that. All right. London also, like I said, he seemed to be the forerunner. And I want to also remind people that on Friday morning we'll be having Ramin Kanai from Sweden. He is a senior coaching educator in Sweden. He's going to talk about the pathway of Swedish football from where they were to where they are and look at how that can be implemented or the principles that we can put into Jamaica's football. So that is going to be very interesting so people can jump on and join and be a part of that. Big up to the rest of you have joined the chat. Now, leader, you want to speak about the team heading to Catalonia, right? Go ahead.
Before we get to that, I just want to make a quick comment on 3 other things you're speaking about before. With Kemar Roofe, a lot of people sometimes wonder how committed some of these English players are. I can tell you, with Kemar Roofe, he has been a supporter of the Jamaica team from he was a little boy. He has pictures of himself in the Jamaica jersey with the Jamaica flag in his room. So I can tell you, this is not a fly-by-night person. You know, he has them. If you check on him social media pages, they are there. So it's not a fly-by-night. So this is a guy that he has been following Jamaica for a while, and he has been a supporter of the Jamaica team for a while, right? The other thing there now, the Boys Town thing. I said Juvenile was on the thing here. I don't know how integral he is with what's going on down there, but I can tell you personally, I think more of those Boys Town people need to get involved with one of the things you mentioned, that a pair of boots. A lot of people overseas criticize what's happening here locally, and none of them will go together. And when they have the Saturday morning football, they ask a couple players, hey, when you finish with that boots, they put it together and have something to send down the yard. Because let me tell you something, if every single footballer who is abroad that play their little Saturday morning thing and can ask a friend or who have a contact at a college who can put together some used boots, I can tell you it would make a tremendous difference. We don't want all of them go to one club, but if you can send them around to a couple clubs that they can give the youngsters, look here, it will make a huge difference. I can tell you. So instead of just playing lip service and criticizing what is happening in Jamaica, support the thing. Get a couple pair of boots. You don't have to be new boots. Because I can tell you, the new boots might be expensive, but you can get a man that might give a pair of older boots that use a couple times, and it's basically gold to a youngster down here.
Yeah, you know what happened though, but I will say that a lot of persons are doing more of that now, but a lot of them do it to their schools. I see a lot of persons go back to their high schools and give boots and those things. So that is part of it too. I think sometimes no, but custom I see Quill 100. Quill, if you bring in some boots, man, custom it's not a problem if it's second hand still. In my I mean I do a lot of it so I can,
I know.
yeah. But yeah. So I know like I get a lot of second hand boots, and when I say second hand, they're not in bad quality, like it's not like poor quality and stuff. So there's that going on as well. So it can happen, and I don't think it will be a problem with customs. All right. Welcome to CC and Brian. I know Brian is here. Brian is he works in the Boys Town community. So he's going to give us a little update on that. And CC is my brethren. I call CC Comedy Central, but that's not what it means. You understand me? That's just how I give him trouble. But before I get here from them, I'm going to take some of your comments. Keep sending in the comments. I'll respond to them as I have time. Management question. As you mentioned, Catalonia is totally one of the best C center backs we have. In your opinion, I personally believe he's not in the top 5. So if you ask me, and this is just my opinion, other persons may have different opinion. Based on what I've seen in the league since the pandemic, I think I would say King is in there in terms of performance. This guy Pennycook from Tivoli, I think he has come on really, really well in terms of centre back. The captain at Dumbeholden has been very, very steady and well. Johnny Talbot, leading up to the time when he went away to Portugal, has been a very excellent centre back. Though he's an older player, I think Ladell Ritchie as well at Mount Pleasant has been steady in the last. So some of those centre backs I rate. Is Topia? I think Topia has more upside than some of them because some of them are older. So I think Topia has more upside than some of them. But if I were to rate, in my opinion, that's the 5 I would say are the best performing right now. But I still think Topia has a lot of upside to his game. Yeah. Sir Brian, go ahead and jump on. I know CC bet. So let me see. But let's hear from CC. You want to go first? Brian? Who's going first?
No man, let Brian go first, man. Me kind of heated right now in the mornings because I'm here some man compare some league to some things. So me,
huh? All right, go ahead, Brian. What you said? CC heated, so make him drink some juice and cool down. We're not hearing you, man. We're not hearing you. We're not hearing you. Still not hearing. Still not hearing. Still not here. We're still not hearing. Sign out and sign back in and see. Yeah. People, listen. All right, and I don't want to get into what other people are saying, but listen, Cavalier brought a young team. The first game they had some COVID issues. They lost 3-2. The second game they tied 3-3. They're out of the competition. It's a Jamaican team. I did not want them to lose. I don't know why persons like you can't want the youngsters. Even if you don't like Mr. Speed, why would you want the youngsters to lose? How does that benefit you? We can't operate like that as a society. And that's all I'll say and leave it. We can't be so bad as a people that we want Jamaicans to lose so we can get a laugh. We have to change our mentality. I want all Jamaicans in whatever they participate in.
Man, you know, so that statement that kind of falls. It is, me tell you the problem is. To be honest, people always say all.
Well, I hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
People always use the statement all, but they don't really mean all. No? Everybody has for them all. Dear all is dear all. And all doesn't mean everybody. It's just like, for example, Brian probably now going to tell us him want, probably to him side probably can't win the league again. Him probably pick a next team. But when him start the league, him now going to tell us say, him have other teams out that want to see win the league. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, man, I'm going to say sometimes we can always use the word all, but people are going to have for them bias towards them own side. Everybody have their own bias. Some people don't want to admit that they have a bias towards certain things. If some people have things, one person said them want something there because of certain people in the program, their players are being shunned. But if certain person get the program, them are going to shun everybody else players. So it's just everybody. So for example, me get the program, I may say me have an academy. All 11 players from my academy, me end up pushing that program. That's my bias, you know. I know Mannings have 3 ball over there, good, but I don't like Mannings ball, they can't reach this side there. Mannings get the program, Mannings probably not want my ball in the program because me did a fight out Mannings before. So that's why I said the statement all is false.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hear you. Yeah. Go ahead now. We were hearing you now, Brian. Oh, I'm gone again. Okay. All right. So CC, I think though I'm not talking about. Here's what I'm saying. I made a comment I made because somebody, I think Reggae Ball, said that there were people basically celebrating the fact that Cavaliers lost. And I said, listen, I can't be happy if a Jamaica team participates in a competition and they lose. That doesn't give me joy. All right?
Yeah, you're not hearing me?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, me I tell you, say, I join the stream because some of the money was a Maxwell lose, you know. There's a 2 man I collect, so I 3 there. 2 man there door and me there for the street.
Maxwell has really slightly changed up what he initially said.
Shift up the goalpost.
He shifted the goalpost. I realized that he was shifting the goalpost, but me leaving him because the people in bet know exactly what he said. All we want is the tape. All right. But yeah, man.
You talk about some boys thing earlier. Yeah, man. Some only for Erica going, man. In short order, you will see some stuff. I know that Connex is actually the person's dealing with the well. Well, the well is there now. The problem is that there was some electricity issue with the pump and stuff like that. So Connex, what they have done now is they have gotten a solar pump. So Connex is the is the entity that is installing that pump, which will allow the field to get more irrigation and stuff. And once that field is being irrigated, the grass, they have good grass down there, so that shouldn't be a problem. The skating park is also gonna start soon, and I know that they have already started the rehabilitation of.
Yeah, they're saying that you need to turn off. They say you need to turn off the fan.
Oh, give me a second.
Yeah. Maxwell, yes. You're still there? Yeah. So talk to us about the Catalonia team. What are your thoughts on the squad that Paul Hall has selected? Some person are saying that Cameron Lacey is a college player. I mean, he can't play under 20. He's 21 years old. So, yeah. But what do you think about the composition of the team, and could there have been other players? Why we didn't see, like some people saying, where's Daniel Green, where's Nicholas Nelson? Those were two that were in the last squad. And there are some other players. Where is Kida Taylor Hart? Greg Lee, who is not playing right now, Amari Bell. Those are some of the questions that I can remember. Names person raised.
I can break it down in my opinion. Who's that question for?
No man, just answer. It's just I'm just
let me tell you.
Yeah.
The team here that's selected, people have to look at it. You're not going to see the regular names, because this is almost like a trial or an introduction to the program or a reintroduction to the program for certain players, right? So we weren't expecting to see the Greg Lee, the players that the coach knows well. We're not going to see those. If you look at the particular players, you can understand what the coach is doing. Look from the goal going straight up. The goalkeeper, coach is quite familiar with him, right? We have, Barnes being there, right? And then now we see Barnes has been getting some games of late at QPR. And then now we see the other youngster there that people, are asking about, Korea Adai, right? I've done a little checking up on him, and he's I think tall, if not taller than Blake, and he uses his feet quite well. And he's what is that now? 24, and for a keeper at 24 for that type of height, you can't teach height. So I've seen some clips of him. He gets on quite well for his height, and he seems quite well handling crosses, etc. But especially, he's quite good with his feet, which I've noticed. And that is one of the things that the coach, seems that he's going to be demanding from his goalkeeper. And what I like, especially from this team, is that the youthfulness of especially the overseas invitees, that is very, very important. So apart from the goalkeepers, we see Latibodir coming in. And what is key with him coming in, it's a former England player at under 16, under 17, under 19, right? This is very, very important.
Barnes, that Dylan Barnes don't play for Queen's Park Rangers.
Well, I know the team that he's playing for. He has been starting.
Okay.
Right? So, as I said,
I was saying Latibodir is not. He did not just play for England youth teams. He actually captained the under-17 team that won the under-17 World Cup. The only under-17 World Cup England win, and the only thing they win in the longest while. He was captain.
Well, holding on to him, the thing is, Latibodir has no hopes of getting into the England senior team anytime soon. So he is one of the coups that we could say landing him. You understand? So I just hope that we have everything tied up with him, because when you put these players on the radar of England and England hear that somebody else interested, you're going to hear somebody from the English FA giving them a call, or from the club giving them a call and saying, excuse me, we have you in our plans. The same thing that they did with Rolanda Aarons years back, until Rolanda Aarons has fallen completely off of the radar. and now he's looking to come in. But apart from Latibadir, we see Topi, who has been in the, Paul Hall has seen him, but he hasn't gotten any sort of a run under Paul Hall. When we see now Talbot, he has been in the Jamaica program for quite a while, but he's not known to Paul Hall. So he's an introduction because what look at this team,
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, all right. Richard King, what would he have done so much that they wouldn't want to give him more opportunities to play games like this to develop? Why wouldn't he not?
I would not
involved?
call Richard King. He didn't have any. If you look at this team, you have no starters in here.
No, man. So am I supposed to take that to mean that Richard King going ahead is a starter?
Okay, even if he's not a starter, if you look at the 16 players that the coach selected for the last World Cup, there were 16 that he said. What the JFF, they asked the coach said, listen, these are my 16 sure picks. I want these first, right? So after that, he had the camp and then he added, but he wanted to see newer players also. So that 16, we see some people that were in that 16 that he has also called. That might, might be another reason. So basically, as far as I see, anybody in this team here now, he's either having a fresh look at them or, have a look whether or not he should add them to the Gold Cup, not the Gold Cup, sorry, the Nations League squad, right? So as far as I see it, between Topi and Talbot, they are being looked at also with Latibadir for probably a spot and that Nations League. So I think out of those.
So all I'm asking is that have we seen enough of King?
I think so. I think the coach, after 3 back-to-back matches, I don't think I need to see him again. I don't.
Okay. All right. That's all I'm asking. All right. Management, can you ask me if he knows?
Back-to-back matches, Paul Hall has seen him. Paul Hall doesn't need to waste time in seeing him again.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody's asking if you know Michael Hamilton from Man City. He's a Jamaican English player or Jamaica/English player.
Look, let me tell you something. One of the things that we're always hearing about, you see the English players, there are a lot of people that are in England that we know they have Jamaican roots. But when you approach them, some of them say, well, yeah, they have Jamaican roots, but they don't really have any interest in international football, or they don't really have any interest in even playing for Jamaica. We have seen, I think it was Dwight Gale sometime back that basically came out that said, he has Jamaican roots, but he just can't bring himself to want to play for Jamaica.
Right, but leader, all right. No, man, the question is not. He's asking, do you know the player?
No, I don't know that player though.
Then so the argument done because now you gone into whether or not the player want to play for Jamaica because that's what he's. Yeah, you're gonna get yourself in trouble because you're inferring.
That's saying the amount of players that are always spoke about. You have certain people
don't go down that path. You don't know the player.
No, but Michael, he has so much information, man. That's the way I must say.
Yeah. So for Michael Hamilton, what I have heard is that there could be some calling up for him for Jamaica. All right. But I agree with Leonard Dewaney, right? Leonard Dewaney is saying, man, a player development is playing enough. King and Green should be in this squad. What he's saying is that if you're talking about developing the players, King needs development. Why wouldn't you call him for development if he's going to be one of the players you're going forward with? That's what people are asking.
But look here, if you were to play King in this team here,
he can't be that good yet already.
No, hold on. Yeah. If we were to look at these players here now, that means we wouldn't be looking at either Topi or Talbot. You understand?
Yeah, but hold on, leader. Hold on. Me not like the part where you go down.
So, out of Topi or King, based off of international and professional experience, Topi is a senior centre back to King, you know.
But so far, King has surpassed Topi at this stage.
No, but I'm just a say, no, but if you were say, yeah, but if you were say, him want, but what me I say, King play about 5 international game or 6. I think he play more than that.
About 6.
And Topi, I'm almost sure Topi equal the amount they are probably pay more.
No.
No, but what I know.
Not as a starter, no.
Leader, what I know, leader. All right. So him not play so much, but him get invited to the national team far more than King.
That's true.
Because Topi go up, what you call them, Gold Cup and other friendlies and internationals and whatever. And most time, if them call up a local training squad, most time Topi would have involved in it when he's younger. And him play
up to a period when he wasn't.
Huh?
There was a period when he wasn't, and everybody was calling for him to be included instead of like a Ladiel Richie.
Yeah, but him get invited. Topi no go a Gold Cup, man.
The thing is, Topi, let me show you the difference between Topi and King right now. The difference is that King has made use of his opportunities in the small amount of matches that he has gotten. Topi still needs room to play now. So in this match, if I was to have King there now, that means that Topi would not start or Talbot would not start. I can't do that. I need to look at Ajani Talbot, and I need to give Topi, who has been in the program for a much longer time and who is only about 1 year older than King, a chance. I need to give Topi a good.
But leader Talbot get there in the program long time, so
both of them have been in the program, sorry, for a long time, but they have not done as well as King has done on the international stage so far. So don't they deserve to get looking at a chance to make the Nations League squad also?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that King is not so far better than them. Why him can take a rest?
Hold on. When you're saying that now, we could look at the matches, you know. We look at the last 4 matches that King has played in. If we take out the Canada match, right? King has done quite well. And when you compare to how Topi and Talbot has done, be honest,
Leader,
make the comparison.
You missed the point. Leader, you missed the point.
No, I'm missing the point.
Yes, you're missing the point. Because the point is, this game is of no significance in terms of international chapter or whatever. And you are saying that King is so far ahead of Topi and Talbot that him can take a rest and them needs to go play and prove themselves.
No,
Way I say.
no, listen what I'm saying. No, listen what I'm saying. You need to put together a side for the Nations League. So are you saying for this match, Latibodir must play?
Hold on, leader. Hold on.
Latibodir must play.
No, hold on, leader.
Or Talbot will not play.
All right. We get that. So, leader, what we have to
so you agree to that? So, no, hold on. Just answer one question. You agree to not giving any more chances to Talbot or Topi? Which one? Because King obviously would start with Latibodir.
I am agreeing to bring all 3 of them and make them play. That's me agree to leader. We are telling me about
Latibodir.
Leader.
Hold on. And leave out Latibodir.
Huh?
Leave out Latibodir.
A friendly
Latibodir.
match. Leader, a friendly match. You make the whole them play. We are telling me say. A friendly match.
And a different note, let me cool down the temperature a little bit. For all the Woolmerian in the group, just to let you know a little bit of cricketing news. Woolmers defeated Stets to win the
Money not the can go so. Money not the can go so.
Woolmers not beat Stets, of course.
Money 88 Woolmers get more up for the brother.
And Woolmers win.
Woolmers win?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, Woolmers win. Woolmers defeated Stets. Yeah. In the Issa Grey School T20 Championship for 2022.
Yeah, man, play a 7 o'clock, play on a light, but
yeah.
Last time check out 88, we must make it, brother. Or must be 85.
Well, they beat Steds.
Oh.
All right, so congratulations to the Woolmerian and well done. Somebody said it was a bowler's ricket. That is why. All right. Well, but go ahead. Go ahead, leader, because you're going through the team. I think you went through the defense. Now, let's get to
the one good thing I said as I signed the defense.
Yeah.
Well, I went through the center box.
Yeah.
Right. Which is quite thin, but you see what the idea is that the coach is planning to give these guys a good run. He's not looking to put them on for and take them off, you know. Because look here, if you know about football, you want to give the players enough time, right? So when you talk about is a friendly and then you give another man a 10, 15 minutes, that's not how football goes. You want to give people enough time to express themselves and give them a proper chance. When you carry an extra player, right? Especially in the defense. I don't know if you play football, you realize that one of the places you try not to make changes when you play in a match is in your center backs. In your center backs. Right? You try not to make any changes there.
Yeah, leader. But hold on, leader. Let me say something to you. The center back of the team are Talbot, Hope, and
Latibody.
We can tell you this. More than if Latibody play and have a poor match, he might get invited again. So, this friendly we are going to play now play to determine if Latibody are going to the team.
Hold on. Do you remember the match against Panama? You need Latibody to get an entire match so that the coach can get his philosophy in how he wants him to play. He's new to the program, totally new.
Let me say this.
Leader, no matter with that. Because leader, majority of the money will get called on a champion. No, in a Nation League team, brother. What you tell me, sir?
Look here. I am counting at least 5 names who I think going to the Nations League from this squad.
Out of the 20. Yeah.
At least 5, 6, 7.
Out of 20.
So don't bother with that.
Out of this 20, right? Out of this 20. That and the Nation League team have 23 players.
Yeah, what I will say though. What I will say though. What I will say though.
Majority of them players now going to Nation League team.
All right. What I will say though. Is when I look at this, I am thinking like this is I would love to see King get as many games as possible to develop.
Exactly.
Because, right. However, what leader is saying is that, but the coach still need to look at players. So how do you balance them? I don't think you can get a friendly and you bring like Latibody here and give him 45 minutes. You give him the whole game. I think this is what leader is saying. So he's going to play like a box 3 with say Topi. Huh? Maybe he plays a back 2. So somebody's going to maybe he's going to rotate.
Topi, Latibody or Talbot.
Maybe he's going to play a back 4, right? And what he's going to do is keep Latibody here for the entire game unless injuries, and then split the time between Topi and Talbot. All right. He has only one right back, which is Zemini's. But Ricardo Thomas can play right or left back, and then he also have Kenroy Campbell is a left back, and then in midfield, I think he's going to go Cousins, Howell, and Hutchinson in midfield, and
Cousins.
Then Cousins, yeah, and then if anything, he brings on like a McGee and Cameron Lacey, and then I don't know how you're going to pick the front 3, but there's I think Kaim Paris.
Leave out Paris, sir. Leave out Paris, boss.
I said Kaim Paris.
Clear Terragot.
Kaim Paris is another must start. Kaim don't know him. You didn't say him.
When me feel leader, I don't understand that thought there, you know. I don't like that thought there, you know.
And Terragot is another young player
I'm saying,
I'm going to bring him back.
Leader, you hear me?
What talk is that?
I'm saying I don't like the talk when I say, yo, me hear the talk there, the same don't know him. What do you mean him
I'm
don't
hearing
know
you clearly.
him? No, I'm saying, what do you mean he doesn't know him? More, I want to know What do you mean about he doesn't
He does
know
not
him?
know him.
No, he mean, as in he hasn't played for
Quote
him as
for
yet.
himself.
No, I'm saying he hasn't
I'm
played
quoting
for
the
him.
quote.
Leader.
No,
No, I
I
understand what
can
they're saying.
say, hold on, no, son. No, listen. Outside of probably tapes that he has seen of the player, outside of tapes that he would have seen of the player after a while, he would not have known about Kai Paris until the name came up.
Yeah,
And he acknowledged
I
it,
think
that he
what
didn't
he's
know him.
saying. Listen, when a coach says I don't know the player, I don't think it means that he has not like scout. He hasn't seen him play like for him, or he hasn't. I think that is more it. I don't think he. I think he have. I think since the time that he has made that statement, he would have watched Kai Paris. But to say that I know him in terms of the nuances,
so he needs to get Kai Paris.
No, but Mannings. Amount of people him could have said that about. Anybody who never played for the team, he could have said no them.
What I'm saying though, CC, he never need to answer question about all of those other people. Because maybe he would have said the same thing.
For example, if a man did say to him, say, yo, if a man did bring up say Lati Bodier then.
Andre Lewis.
So if a man did bring up Lati Bodier and say, if you know Lati Bodier, what would he have said? We
He'd
don't
have said,
know.
listen, he could have, no, you don't know. He could have said, I've watched him in England several times.
But that is what I'm saying, Mannings. I'm saying to you, to me, to answer the question and say I don't know him. I don't know the player.
No, but remember this, CC. Paul Hall, when he made that, he just came on. Remember, he was not in a position to select players. So how would he have, what reason would he have to go and study who Kai Paris is at the time? He was not the head coach. And he was not given that duty. Remember, part of what was said that his duty was to speak to the players. So he'd have probably been watching Lati Bodier, but for Kai Paris a little different. But I do agree that since that time, he has watched tapes, but he still may not know all the nuances of the player. But I think
to me, Mannings, the man misspoke. That is clearly what happened. He should have not made that statement. He misspoke.
You're right here.
He should have not made that statement.
Unseen. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, we reach late, you know. A whole heap discussion go on. How far we reach?
I come from Para 20 camp.
Eh? No, man, I come from El Futuro. I work on my boys. You know
that, let me just say, because there is I did say that, and I listen, I like to be credible. There is a player from England, from Fulham, in Jamaica. He has been in Jamaica, and he will start training with the team. All right, he just needed some time to spend with his family. After that, he's going to start training. Also, the player from out of Canada, who had to get the final stages of his documentation. Very, very good center back. His name is Jaden Anderson. He came in today, so he will be part of the training. And there are other players who are going to be coming in again from Friday onwards. So you'll begin to see, I can't tell you that 10 players out of England, but from what I've seen, if this crop with those players, at least 12 of the players, will not be players who are local. At least 12 of the players in the final under 20 will not be locally based players. From what I'm hearing, and the quality of players that are coming in. So I think it will be a good mix. Yeah, that's the under 20 I'm talking about. So remember that even like Omari Hutchinson, when they finished playing the game in Catalonia, they're coming to, my understanding is that they're coming to Jamaica. Because I think when we have Nations League, is it the 4th and the 7th, right? Of June. We have the Uruguay game, the 11th, and we have the Nations League game. So some of those players will be coming and being a part of the under 20 team as well. So it argues well for Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that I want to say because I understand that some people.
So they have a practice game. One is on.
Yeah. All right.
Under
So
20 have a practice game.
I have you know, someone just sent me this. It says Catalonia is a twofold affair: showcase talent and have them picked up to be further developed, for others to measure themselves against other players of a different program. Right? So they are saying it's twofold. Listen, if KC Palmer is in Jamaica, listen, KC Palmer, like anything that I can do, if he has not reached out to the GFF yet, anything that I can do, I'd love, because I think, and I like what Paul Hall is doing. Listen, I've spoken to him and he is willing to give as many players an opportunity to prove themselves, which I think is a good move. You understand me? Because I think we need to look not just to the Nations League, but also to the 2026. So I like what Paul Hall is doing. Looking at players from now, so in a year or 2 years' time, that's it. No, but if he's on vacation, that's fine, you know. If KC Palmer is here on vacation, but if there is a way for something to be done, that is important. Like Jamaicans would say, you can kill two birds with one stone. Dantes, how much time you are gonna make me ask about Bernard? I think Paul Hall is in touch with him, so that's what I'm saying. That you may see some players get called for the Uruguay game, which is right between. Isn't the Uruguay game right between the two Nations League game? Yeah, but yeah, go ahead, leader.
Right before Mexico.
Right before we play Mexico,
It's right before Mexico. Right. So there might be some juggling of players in that between the match, you know, that match. So we might be seeing probably some new additions, you know, at that stage. Because at this stage, you know, you have to look at it, you know, the Paul Hall is starting to put his team together. And if you look at it, he looks like he wants to play 3 at the back, which is a direct difference from what was being done before. That seems to be something that he has said he wants to do. And then now we see what he likes, you know, with the wing backs and so on. So we see what he's trying to do with the team. Yeah. He has a style that he wants to go forward with. So he has to look at how the various players can manage his style, right? So people that expect him to play the same players he can't do that. He needs to look at alternatives and remember that all of these players are going to be new to him because they're playing different. If those of you that saw Andre Blake in like the last couple of matches, you notice Andre Blake doing something he didn't normally do. He actually tried to use his feet to pass the ball out, to hold the ball. This was different from what the previous coach asked him to do. So we need to, Paul Hall now needs to, even players that have been there for a while, he needs to see how many of them fit into his style of play. So you have to give him the time to look at even names that were there. Junior Fleming has been in the program for a while, but who says that he'll match the style that Paul Hall wants, right? So we have to give the players time and enough time in that match. We don't want nobody getting at 10 minutes. We want certain players who the coach might want to go forward with to get enough time to see how they fit into the system.
Yeah, CC, what say? CC, what say you? And then man, I still can chime in. I mean, how you think Paul Hall should play this? You know, the Nations League Uruguay game. Many people have many names of people. You know, need to check out Magee. I know Magee was. It seemed like Magee was not playing regularly because he was in Arnett Gardens training. So I don't know if that means his season was finished, and he, right, or it is that he just the contract has been I don't know, but he was working out with Arnett Gardens. I think probably that was just to get physically conditioned.
I mean, you have a couple players in the squad that's not really playing, Carl. Rolando Aarons is not playing. So you have a couple players in the squad will be playing against Catalonia. I don't think, like, for example,
like who? Why
I said Rolando Aarons. I just said Rolando Aarons.
Meaning he's not playing. Meaning he's not getting any game as it because
he's not getting any game.
Okay. Somebody said Maggie's season is
Tariq Magee, Julian Fleming.
No, Julian Fleming. No man, Julian Fleming. The season ended because Julian Fleming was playing, and he also have to look at it.
Yeah, only played about 6 minutes. Man, be honest. You only played a total of 6 minutes, if that much.
Right. But
you only played a total of about 6 minutes.
All right, no. Here's the question I'm asking you and CC. A player, right, CC, in the championship or in League 2 in France, training every day, playing in that and training in that environment, though they may not play in a match day team. Do you think that those players probably are in better condition than the players who are playing like in the JPL?
Man, this is a dangerous question you're asking.
I'm just asking.
It come back down the road of rewarding a player that is not playing.
That question hard, man. That's not a nice example. That's an example.
Really? So
because
there are about 5 players in this squad here that have not seen any regular playing time for quite a while.
Well, I know there was a keeper at Chelsea one time for 10 years. Never played for Chelsea, but he was at the club, at playing in training with the reserve teams, and he never played for the first team, and he was there 10 years. So you were saying to me if we could have chose that keeper over probably a keeper that would have been playing. So the difficulty of that, man, is. But what I think, though, the squad for Catalonia, I think this is a squad where the coach is trying to get a look in. In my opinion, my humble opinion is I think 6 of these players might be players that he bring in for the Nations League squad to finalize his squad and going forward. I don't think majority, because remember, majority is just new to the environment. A lot of these players have never played for him. They have never been in the system. So, like, for example, like a Latibo there is bringing in for Akaim Paris, even the goalkeeper that when Korea die, who is the second string for Esberg, the same club that Akosa Chung is at. Akosa Chung isn't playing as well either. So you kind of have to understand that. I think he's just looking at if the players can fit into his system. I think Maggie with a little bit more, if he's a little bit more tenacious. For example, Maggie can be the example where he plays good for a country and he just needs to get some game time for a club. Like a Lucas Podolski who played good for he played excellent for his country, but he was only playing for the club, meaning that he only got good game time for a club, but he was never an excellent player for the bigger clubs that he played for, except for FC when him call out Coln or whatever that club name was.
Let me ask you a question though. But wouldn't you, and then Brian is a manager, and then he can also chime in, and then CC can come back in. Would you, a goalkeeper, right, who is not playing every week, because like Bernd Leno, I could see Germany playing Bernd Leno because he has not been getting a lot of games at Arsenal. All right. But they probably would not play an outfield player. I think sometimes we should not put goalkeeper in the same conversation. Because generally, when you're at a top club, if you're the second string goalkeeper, chances are you're not going to get any game. When you're an outfield player, I think it's a little bit different. So I think, I'm not sure if it is wise for us to use a goalkeeper and compare that with an outfield player, because generally, the goalkeeper at Chelsea, the reserve goalkeeper who was there before Mendy, he could still keep for Spain.
Kepa?
Yeah. So he has not been playing because he's in a very competitive environment. So I don't know if we can. Well, but let me get Brian. What do you think about that?
Wait up in already.
Yeah, I agree with them money because the goalkeeper them kind of them kind of different now. You know.
Hold on. Brian, answer. Hold on.
Yeah, the goalkeeper them kind of different in our way. But me I tell you, the issue me have is that there is an apparent standard that is set, and then we go against the standard. So the coach said he will pick players, professional players who perform at them club and I get minutes. Yet still, me pick up a man another team who their club, now get no game, can't make no squad, or just a bounce round from team to team to team to team to try to get playing time. And then you call them up. So that's the problem I'm having. Me not say if I youth there one club or I play there one club and in have the talent and the ability and you know where you can give to give my opportunity. But the issue me have is when you say, yo, me not pick the man who not play for them club, you know, but then you pick some player who not play for them club and people try to justify it. Me not really agree, I can't subscribe to that because and me I use Maggie as an example. Maggie our ball line up Jamaican come from bar and grow and most people know him and things. As the little maestro thing. But the little maestro needs to go find a club and get some game bridges. Yeah, what I said? The little maestro needs to go find a club and get some game bridges.
Alright.
And the difference between him and Aquasa Chang is Chang probably just go to Denmark, you know, and I try and get some time. But yeah, Belgium for about 3 years now, brother. And in a 3 year you can play 10 professional games or 10 first team game, brother. A joking that and people are say him to get called up, brother. Same thing I have with Dylan Barnes, brother. Nah, say not a good goalkeeper, you know, I'm not happy ability to be a good goalkeeper. But man, they are England, brother, and they are only for team and he can't get no game time and some man got some non-league team and send the man bridges. To go get playing time and he can't make a non-league team. And then you're rewarded. A joke. So what me say is, he better them don't say the standard is a player club. And because you can't say that and then pick player who not play them. Final thing we said about the squad as well.
A significant one. It's serious.
Is the player from Cavalier. Kemar Roofe. I think he's a former national youth player too, if memory serves me right. Either him or Kemar Roofe, one of them. But at the start, when the first camp he gets selected, like when they have the first camp where Paula gets in charge, interim or whatever, maybe I question him, because I say, what are you going to do? Or get selected or whatever. But me really sit down and watch it. He can play.
Yeah, man. Kemar Roofe is a very good. I will admit that.
Yeah, man.
Seriously,
it's better than a lot of people give credit for.
Yeah, I really and truly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I couldn't understand why he was called, but I've watched him. He made a mistake in the Cavaliers game, but he's a very good player. I will give him that.
Especially going forward with the ball and things, and me think him have a very good technique. He can really good.
Travis is saying that. Hold on, Leader was going to say something, CC, and I see Travis is saying that he has a video of Campbell on his YouTube, so that's good. But go ahead, Leader. You're saying something, and then CC can go. Leader. All right.
We don't ask Leader a question, but look like him a freeze up.
And see, you have some noise in your background. I don't know, like some banging.
Yeah,
go ahead now.
Yeah,
some banging go on.
What I'm saying is, I understand I understand the whole thing about goalkeeper, you know.
Hold on, the unseen. Hold on, CC, hold on. Manning.
Yeah.
I wanted to share not me say unseen about money, just sell out the thing, Bridget. Just sell out the thing.
Unseen, info by the unseen.
Body's there, that's trouble. Body's there, that's
Don't worry yourself. No, man, I'm making you get that shirt, man. Don't worry yourself. Me have to make, adjust your size, man. Me have to make sure you get that shirt. Don't worry yourself, me. I work on it. Go ahead.
I'm going to say, I was going to back up what you were saying, Because if we look at Okwesa Chung, right, Kieran McGee, Junior Fleming, and Rolanda Aarons, how many minutes, and not even going on 90 minutes, how many minutes has those 4 players played? Different. So forget the keeper. Look at the outfield players here. McGee, Aarons, Fleming.
You're breaking up sometimes. Unseen, yeah. You said that you had a question.
Slow your things in the background.
Yeah. So basically, how much minutes have these 4 players done? Some of them, if we want to go back 2 years, it's going to be significant, you know. But if in the last, say, 4 or 5 months, how much total minutes has these players done? Has all 4 of them combined done a total of 90 minutes? I'm going to be serious. Between Chung, McGee, Rolanda Aarons, and Taylor McGee, have the 4 of them played a total combined 90 minutes amongst all 4? You understand what I'm saying? I don't think so. So that is one of the situations you have to look at. But disregarding that, I would still call them, give them a chance to see where they are at, and let's see.
Okay, go ahead and see.
What's the stats for Campbell in this JPL and in the Caribbean? So what's his stats as a left back? Because I think he's one of the left backs that have the best stats in the league in terms of goal scoring and assists.
Yo, Kemar Campbell.
Well, Unseen coming on. Norman, the question somebody put up on Norman Campbell, him not playing either.
No, I'm not talking about Norman Campbell. I said, what's his stats? Because you follow.
Yo, Unseen, Kemar Campbell scored about 5 goals, brother.
Yeah, always play left back and score 5 goals.
Nobody else. He has scored the most goals as a left back. So I think everybody is saying that he's playing well as a left back.
Right.
The only other left back I think would rival him to Sigri.
Sigri, yeah.
Sigri probably injured.
Yeah, man.
So that basically means them deserve a chance.
So nobody is saying that he doesn't deserve a chance. Leader, I think your internet, you're lagging behind.
Yeah, you're lagging behind.
You want to jump off and jump on and see if you can catch it up because you were frozen. So just do that because
we have people in the comment that say him don't deserve a chance, So
yeah, but listen.
I can't give you any of his stats right off and right here now.
The people have a right to their opinion still. You understand me? They may see a next left back. So
look here. I think between himself and Sigri.
All right, leader, you need to jump off and then jump on because you're freezing up.
The internet delay, man. You're behind time.
Oh, leader, come like the tape them when you load up to the prayer. Slow up the internet.
Oh, leader, you can sign out and sign in because you're delayed.
Wait for the sound in the one man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. It is a guy who play left back at Cavaliers. That's his name, Kemar Campbell. Yeah.
Right. So he deserves a chance. Look at his performance for although Cavaliers are really.
Yeah, man. I mean, we think he's a former national youth player,
Yeah, he played in the youth. He played under 17, I think.
Look at his assist in the 20. Caribbean Club Championship. Look at his assist.
But Unseen, what I'm saying is that people are right to them opinion. They don't feel like it. You understand me? But I think most persons have said that him deserve an opportunity.
Man, you know who's a good left back, but I think because he started playing late, he was from Water.
Kemar Campbell.
Kemar Campbell.
What you call him again? Him get man of the match in the first game. Cracker. Yeah, man, nice.
But because I guess him start playing late still because them they have
and him young too. How old him is?
Thomas. He's probably about 20, 21 there, about I think older than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice player.
Yeah,
Nice player.
but I mean, I want to see Johnson Clark Harris, and a lot of persons have been asking about him. He's somebody I want to see as well. Johnson.
See, Juma Johnson.
But what may I say, man, is about the goalkeeper thing. Listen what I'm saying. Yes, a goalkeeper cannot be playing, but do you think USA is happy with their goalkeeper sitting on the bench at Man City?
Go ahead, CC.
I'm saying, do you think USA is happy with their goalkeeper sitting on the bench at Man City? Because when they come on to like the bigger tournament now, when they need, remember, at them first string goalkeeper, it's not even right now. I think he keeps some game. Them first string goalkeeper basically, and he's sitting on the bench at Man City. So I'm just saying to you that depending, like the guy can come in, a goalkeeper can come in, yes, but if he's not playing, he can't.
Why you tell the CC bad when you find it?
Man, I still.
Man, I tell you the truth. Man, I tell you the truth. You know what that about goalkeeper, brother? I don't know about you, but when me the brother from Denmark, I don't know him. I never seen him first. I never seen him play a game. I never seen him play a game. I guess we can find some Christian him on YouTube or something. But given the circumstances, boss, I tell you, can't justify Dylan Barnes, brother. Can't justify it. Right now, would have probably bring one of them JPL people. Amal Knight or Eric Edwards or Kemar Roofe or one.
Yeah. Hey,
and give them opportunity.
Yeah, I like Roger. I like Roger Grant because the next USA keeper is going to Arsenal, CC, and he's going to be on the bench. So I don't think the USA mind.
No, because them on the quality.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If you are at Barcelona on the bench.
CC stuck again.
CC
no,
stuck
man,
again.
Not even Barcelona. Just imagine that you're there.
I'm here.
At Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Just imagine you're at Bayern Munich.
So CC, you're there at Bayern Munich. Yeah. You're there at Bayern Munich. If Jamaica had a goalkeeper at Bayern Munich who never got any game, but he's number 2 to Naya, wouldn't you want him to start for Jamaica?
Start first Jamaica. If over the keeper that is playing,
yeah.
No, I'm not starting, brother. You have to leave Bayern Munich.
A joke here makes CC. That's why I know you are coach because I know he would have played.
CC not understand, you know.
When you're in it. So CC, where I tell me, it's Andre Blake, he's MLS now. Angola, one of them Premier League club there. And him are the second string goalkeeper. And let's just say we have a goalkeeper play somewhere else. And he must start. You tell me, say, and Blake a clearly better goalkeeper. You tell me, say, you would have started keeper over Blake.
Listen, Brian, I don't want a man who sit down on a bit. Look, you have to understand this, you know. Why players leave? Like Olivier. Well, I know. Why did Olivier Giroud left Chelsea, left Arsenal, come at Chelsea?
That's CC.
Hold on, then. Let me put it at goalkeeper.
CC, ask a question. CC, we're talking about. I've said to you originally, you cannot use the situation with goalkeeper because most teams, when it comes on to goalkeepers,
all right, let me use a goalkeeper.
Use a goalkeeper.
If Kepa wants to start for Spain, right? There's a keeper.
Even if he was the number 1, he would still be on bench.
That is what I'm saying. But you would have had other number ones. Why did Pepe?
Listen to the point.
For example, because
he's not better than the number 1
quality goalkeeper.
He's not better than the 2 top goalkeepers. I'm saying that when you have a goalkeeper who is better than the other goalkeepers, but he's on the bench at the top team in the world because he's a better goal. So you have the number 1 goalkeeper. Say for example, if the Liverpool goalkeeper, you know, was a Jamaica goalkeeper, I would want him because he's behind Alisson. If Alisson is keeping you out of the team, brother, you can come keep for Jamaica. In my mind.
But man is man, him use all Giroud. Giroud now want the bench for Chelsea and then win World Cup.
You can't, what I'm saying though, you can't use goalkeeper though. For goalkeepers, for outfield players, it's
Well, on the
different.
Ansi, nobody talk about Giroud one bench for Chelsea. Giroud, I top scorer for Europa League. Be easy yourself, man. The man
Reggie,
a play
want the
football.
bench. Man,
The man was
want
the
the
top
bench
scorer
Chelsea.
for
Enough
Europa
time, he want
League.
the
The
bench.
man was the
Yo,
top
you know anything about
scorer.
Chelsea? Jump off of Chelsea back here, man.
Brother, listen to me, I say. The man was the top scorer
And
in
then,
Europa
and then.
League. So how you stay on bench and get top scorer?
Listen, uno go have
Hold on. I'm saying, how you stay on the bench and seen and
Chelsea
get top
camouflage, you
scorer?
know.
I'm
Chelsea
asking a
camouflage.
question.
CC.
How do you get top scorer sitting on the bench? Answer that
Chris,
question.
them man are Chelsea camouflage, man.
Unseen, answer the question unseen. And stop being, I'm saying, how do you get, you know, said,
CC, listen to this.
Man, it's just when I'm unseen is on the program.
Hold on, CC. All right. So, Leon Bailey sits on the. All right. Well, maybe Leon Bailey. I'm not going to use Leon Bailey because he was injured. All right. So you're saying to me, if there's a play, all right, Omari Hutchinson, for example, he sits on the bench. He has not played in the Premier League for Arsenal. He's on the bench. All right. Don't you think the fact that he can make the bench at Arsenal in that competitive environment gives him the edge over a player playing at a lower league, week in, week out?
Mannings, I would give him game in the interim, but in the long term, I will be saying to him, son, you need to get first team football. I would give him the playing the game, but not. I won't pick him if you're constantly being on the bench, Mannings. I won't pick you if you're constantly on the bench.
We can't agree with that.
What do you mean, Mannings?
Because
you can't have a squad.
Right, if I'm sitting, like if Cristiano Ronaldo, if Cristiano Ronaldo is at Manchester and I have a Jamaican striker who cannot get any game because of Cristiano Ronaldo, why wouldn't I want him to play for Jamaica? I want him to stay in that environment.
Mannings, look what I'm saying, Mannings. I'm saying to you that is the problem that we're having. Mannings, if the player is sitting on the bench at Arsenal behind another top striker or sitting, I'm saying that yes, we can say okay, we might give him a play, give him time, give him game. But I'm saying in the long run, you can't play, brother.
I am saying to you, CC, in the long run, if I have a player in the long run sitting behind Cristiano Ronaldo and he can make the 18 for Manchester season for an entire season, brother, I am going to believe that that player must be playing at a more competitive environment. So when it comes to the Jamaica team, of course.
Mannings, I don't know a player the man I'm going to sit on a bench for the entire season at those clubs.
Here's what Rob Smith. Listen, Rob Smith normally support you, you know. Here's what Rob Smith is saying. It depends where your bench is located. If your bench is in Manchester, you get a pass for Jamaica. If your bench is located at Stadium Road, you can't get.
But that means we are lowering our standard then basically.
No.
Because France would not play that player. Italy would not play that player.
Oh,
when him there. Mexico now play a player there. USA now play the player there. Canada now play the player. So Jamaica now, because Jamaica is lowly and not good enough. We should take somebody off of the bench.
No, CC.
When I play no match, none at all. I'm not answer your question. I'm just ask you a question. I know you can't answer. So just leave that alone. I'm not answer your question, brother. I'm asking.
So when you got your feelings
I'm asking Mannings.
Right,
Jamaica is at a level where we have to just take a bench ball and not get no game, none at all.
All right. So CC, here's what I'm saying. I want McGee to be playing so that he can get in the team. However, if McGee was good enough to be at Liverpool this season and he wasn't getting any game because they have Fabinho. That's Thiago. But he's at Liverpool, training in that environment. Listen, I am going to pick McGee over a player in Jamaica who is playing every single week, or in the USL, who is playing every single week.
But Mannings, on what basis you're going to do that? You're picking him because he's sitting on the bench of Liverpool?
Because Liverpool is a top, apart from City, most people would say Liverpool is the second best team in the world right now. And you have a player there. In other words, it is highly likely, CC, that a player who can make the top team in the world right now, the top team in the world right now on the bench, he must probably be in the top 100.
I'm going to show you
How
something.
many players Jamaica have in the top 100?
Yeah, I'm going to show you something. A lot of these players that they're commenting in the chat about have played in teams already that they have played continuous first team football. So you know what they can do, and you bring them in the national team. Here a man bring up Pulisic. When Pulisic should have played for Borussia Dortmund. When the man come at Chelsea, USA know what Pulisic can do. Injury make him not get more game time. So a lot of these players that they're bringing up, the team know what they can do. They just need a few game time. If you're sitting on Liverpool's bench, you not play FA Cup, you not play Capital One Cup, you not play the league none at all. Why should I call you to play in the team? Because of Liverpool you come from?
So CC, all right. So let me get here, guys, again, because I don't want to keep moving all over the place, because this started with Dylan Barnes, number one. All right. I am saying to you, CC, generally, and for the people who agree with CC, let me say this. Any goalkeeper at a big club where the number one goalkeeper in the world is at, if you can be the number two goalkeeper at that club, you may not get any game in the Champions League. You may not get any game in the, like, how many games did the Liverpool reserve goalkeeper get in the Premier League this season or in the Champions League? I would take that goalkeeper to keep for Jamaica over
the
top
Liverpool goalkeeper when the ball jump out and in a goal in a Champions League final. You remember that one there?
Yeah. I remember that one. So keeper, here's where you and I are different, CC. I never use one mistake to determine the quality of.
I don't one mistake, Mr. Them man that make manage, man. I'm see all Man City. I'm see USA goalkeeper.
That is not the goalkeeper Liverpool. No, it's a different goalkeeper.
I know, but I see the goalkeeper, Zach Stefan, come in a couple times as deputy to Allison, and because he now play first team football, he make every game when I watch him play, he make 6, 7, 8 mistake, or probably more. Because he now play first team football, I'm telling you, because Man City is so good. Sometimes you can't say, he can't capitalize on the mistake. But the amount of mistakes that he makes in a game.
Benji, big up yourself, Jeremy and Benji.
But as I said before, if a player like Origi was Jamaican, we don't take Origi. Because Origi get game. I am saying, Mannings, I don't want the player will not get no game none at all. If you have to play Carabao Cup or FA Cup, you have to play some game, Mannings, man. You can't do that now play no game. You have to play some game. Carabao Cup or something there.
Jack Stephens get game, brother.
No, I never said Zach Stefan never get game, you know. I never said Zach Stefan no get game, you know. He man get game. I'm seeing him make a multitude of mistakes. All I'm trying to say is, Mannings man is saying that he would take a player that is not playing any at all.
I am telling you, CC, that when you look at CC, I can tell you players in the Premier League that don't get game in their teams in the Premier League and they play for the national teams. And here's why. Because if we agree that the Premier League is a top team in the world and you are in the match day squad for every single week for that top 4 team, I'm talking about the top 4 team, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and say Tottenham. I am saying City, that is saying that when you start putting a pool of players together, like all the goalkeepers, all the centre backs, you're possibly going to be in probably a top 100, which means that the player for example, in the USL or in the the Costa Rican League, where we have some Jamaican, are in the JPL, though they are playing every week, will still not be at the level of that goalkeeper. I am not going to tell it. So, for example, are you saying, for example, that a Jamaican player, like it would be better for Maggie then to come and play in the, and it's better, who again, Junior Fleming, it's better for them to come and play every week in the JPL so they can be in the national team?
No, Mannings, I'm not saying that. I'm saying to you that.
So how are they going to? All right, so follow me, CC. If they stay where they are, they're going to be benched. They may not get in the game. Should they come back and play JPL every week then to be in the team?
Mannings, I am not suggesting that. I am saying to you that if you're good enough to be the number 2 string at Liverpool, or you're good enough to sit behind a player at Liverpool, you're telling me that you couldn't go to a Fulham and start. You're saying to me that you couldn't go to a Everton and start. You're saying to me that you couldn't go to a Brentford and start. You're saying to me that you couldn't go to Brentford and get 20 games or get 15 games. You're saying to me that you couldn't go into the Italian league for a Roma and get 10, 15 games. Tammy Abraham is at Chelsea and the next season he probably wouldn't get game. He left and went to Roma and was getting game. I'm saying to you, you're telling me that you don't have the ambition where you could go to a next club and get games.
All right.
Next topic.
Yeah. Because CC not going. CC not going to move on. CC not going to leave on from that.
You have the wrong formula right now.
No, man. Listen.
Let's stay though. I mean, we can always say we don't want players who play first team football. We just want players at big name teams that's on the bench. So we assume that they're on the bench behind the number 1 player, or probably 4th string behind a player, and we say, all right, they're good enough because they're sitting on this bench.
CC, don't change. We're talking about goalkeepers. We're speaking specifically to goalkeepers. And I still believe if I have a top goalkeeper behind Neuer that's not getting any game, right? I will work with him.
But Mannings, may I tell you, you would not have a top goalkeeper behind Neuer.
What?
Because listen to what I say, Mannings.
Why?
Listen to what I say, Mannings. Listen to what I'm saying.
Come on.
Chelsea are my team, and for years we never have 2 top goalkeepers in our side. Very rarely you have 2 top goalkeepers in your team, because the second keeper would be at a club playing first team. Very rarely will you have 2 top-notch goalkeepers in one club. Very rarely. You might have it for country now, like Brazil have Alisson and Ederson, but it's very rare that you have 2 potential number 1s in your team. Case in point, Mannings. I'm going to give you a case in point.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
But I'm finishing. I'm giving you a point.
Is Bernd Leno a top goalkeeper?
You know, saying let me give you the point.
No, so let me just ask you a question first. Is Bernd Leno
is a good keeper?
Is Ramsdale a good goalkeeper?
But I'm telling you, Bernd Leno is going to leave. He just hasn't the chance as yet. He's going to leave.
Is Navas at Real Madrid a good goalkeeper?
Navas is not at Real Madrid anymore. Navas a top goalkeeper. You see, it's at the club with PSG. Because you're picking out. Man, you listen what I'm saying to you? You would have already knew what Navas could have done. It's very rare you have 2 goalkeepers. Listen what I say. It's very rare you have 2 top goalkeepers in a club, not managed, and they stay at the club. It's very rare. Like Navas was starting at PSG and they bought Donnarumma. You understand? Navas is a Champions League winning goalkeeper and do all of these things. Why would you not pick Navas?
Protect CC and come over.
But you already know what Navas. Auntie, ease yourself, brother. Because I tell you, you say you're a coach and you would have picked a man when I'm playing on a task.
No, man. Marriage.
No, just think about that.
Hey, no. All right. So we don't want to get into that. All right. So, CC, so let's move on. Let's see if we can move on. But, I mean, what I'll say is that, CC, But I
was going to give you a good example. I'm giving you the keeper at Manchester United.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
The keeper that was second string that behind De Gea. Or De Gea, or you can't pronounce his name.
Henderson.
Is that keeper still at Manchester United? That is a keeper that I would have picked, But the keeper, he left because he was too good to be sitting behind De Gea. But he knew he wouldn't get game. Because he was too good to be sitting behind De Gea. So he knew he wouldn't get game. That is a keeper with ambition. He left and went to first team because he's a first team football something there, goalkeeper. So I'm trying to say to you that if it is a first team football goalkeeper, you're not necessarily going to see him sitting behind another keeper.
See. All right, see. All right, see. We get the point. We get the point.
All right, see, you win, man. Win.
Yeah.
You're correct. You're correct.
No, we get the point. I wouldn't know if we'd go as far as to say that, but we get the point, CC. We
You
get
have to protect CC, protect the
No.
panelists,
And see, as I said before,
God have
my
mercy.
good brother, come here, tell you, you say, when I'm play, you pick a player, when I'm playing none at all.
CC, I think the point you're missing though is what Jermaine Mitchell is saying. And all that he's saying is this. We're talking about and Henderson is still at Manchester and he's a top goalkeeper because he was even in the championship and they wanted to buy him and Manchester needed to keep him. All right. So what is the point? Here's the point we're making. See, coming on with stray from it, I would have loved to see a Jamaican keeper so good that he can be even a second string at the top team in the world right now, Liverpool. And if that player is so good, the goalkeeper is so good to make the Liverpool matchday squad every year, then I would take that goalkeeper to come and keep for Jamaica. Now, if you're saying that, well, man, what if he's there for 10 years, not getting any game, and 5 years, not getting, that's a different thing. There's no professional footballer. But listen, we're talking about a year, because a year we're talking about a season. You can be a top goalkeeper at a club like Liverpool or Manchester and not play a game because they could play the first game in the FA Cup and get knocked out. The first game because they're focusing on Champions League. And they use a number one for the Champions League and for the Premier League and no injuries. So you don't get any game. Am I going to say I am not going to call that player for the national team? Because no. But if that continues to 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that's a different thing. But there are seasons when you're at a top team, you're not going to get any games. I think that's what the people, and we're talking about goalkeeper. And I think that is here. But CC, Chelsea man is saying CC, our starting goalkeeper at Chelsea left Middlesbrough where he was starting goalkeeper and came to sit on the bench, I think at Chelsea. And then he says, Mannings, he wants to leave, bro. He's causing problem in the club. No, bro, because he wants to play, bro. Or he's talking about them. I think one done.
Henderson, because him been a go out on loan. Henderson not good. Henderson know him too good for sit on the bench. But as I said before, it's just how persons view it. This is my opinion. This is CC's opinion. Everybody can have their opinion. My opinion is that I wouldn't do it because I know say, I just say it go. But you see, some persons might probably look at it away because they're thinking of the name of the club. In could have that Chelsea. You know, play, brother. You have to go somewhere, go play. Go on loan then, no? Go on loan, go play, no?
When is one?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, CC. Should like a Maggie take a loan and come to play in Jamaica?
No,
would you play him?
I wouldn't say take a loan and come to Jamaica. But you have to take a loan and go somewhere suitable at a certain level and play some football.
No, Brian, man. Me now post reggae ball last comment. We don't like the comment. The CC nobody gonna look for it, you know. Yeah, next topic.
Next topic still, because as I said,
what is one? We talk about the under 20 already.
What you have to say about the under 20?
No, ask some questions.
Yeah, man. What question you want to ask about the under 20?
I heard that they have a practice game with my Westmoreland.
You heard that?
Yes, in the comment section. I really heard it in the comment section. So I'm asking if it's true. Asking you if it's true.
If it is true, well, I don't know. I don't know that there is a practice game in Westmoreland. It could be true. I don't know. I
Okay.
know there was a game scheduled from last week in Westmoreland. So maybe it is. But what I do know is that, like I said, there's one of the players from out of England who is here already. He has his documentation. The player from Canada came back today, the centre back. Here that is a quality player. Matthew Baker, he's there. The Stets centre forward who was away at school in some academy. He's back. I think his name is Brown. So he's in this camp. And then there are some more players out of England that will be coming in. And that does not include Omari Hutchinson. But I don't know in total how many players out of there. What I do know is that we need these additional players if the team is going to do well. I think locally there is some good talent. I mean, we know them: Devante Campbell, Tariq Zemenez, Christopher Pearson, Duncan McKenzie. I don't
Chester,
Lamont Rochester. I don't want to forget any name. I know the Danayu Mitchell guy from
Daniel Mitchell, Phoenix.
Daniel Mitchell from Phoenix. Where was he? He was at a club over.
He was in Real Sociedad with
Yeah.
in
Whisper
the
is
trials.
also there as well. But there is a goalkeeper who is coming from overseas. All right. That much I know, that there is a goalkeeper coming from overseas. So the squad need bolstering. I know that Ethan Fools is also coming
Well, it
as
sounds
well.
good, man. It's quite bolstering now. It's getting better.
Yeah, but that's why I want the leader back on, because what I want to know is how what kind of work are they going to do with the competition starting on the 18th and these players coming in, say next week? Like, is that enough time to integrate the new players?
Man is man. For me personally, our back is against the wall in terms of time and preparation. But we have to find a way out to try and make it work. And I think getting those players in next week, they've started. You'd have to, play some small-sided games. Find out about their weaknesses and their strength, and see how best you can put them in the squad. Play practice games quickly. Put them in a game situation, so you would find out how you could set them up in your system.
Yeah, it's game situation, right? Is practice games the best way to get your team to play a system? Because I get the feeling like how our practice games were arranged, it wasn't to teach them a system to play.
No,
It was to
it was to
see how
select.
they play, to select them.
Yes.
All right. So I think all of those practice games probably were wasted
The first ones.
if you were just selecting players.
Yeah, the first one was for selection. I wouldn't say it wasted. I would say it helped them in to select players, but
Yeah.
these ones would be much better now. You could use these ones to get players to learn the system.
Yes, so Peso is saying that the under 20 playing a match in Westmoreland at Landala Sports Complex.
Against who?
Must be a Westmoreland select team. And then John Doe is saying that Whisper Father said tonight that they need to have a 60-man pool in, which is for the tournament. So I think they have that, because the good news is a lot of the players out of England, unlike before, they have their documentation. So it's not like there are against, it's just now getting them into Jamaica. For the most of them, the paperwork part has been completed. I think that is the good. That is
Say
the
it again,
good.
man. Is one. Say it again.
Eh?
Say it again. Repeat it again.
1 minute if you repeat.
All right.
1 minute if you repeat. I don't know why you're here, man. So that is the good thing.
Say it again.
Yeah, you understand me? Then Brian is asking, who will make up? Let me take this one. Who will make up the coaching staff? Or is it one man against the world? and the one
one
man
thing,
being Fuzzy Gale.
the one thing,
And I know that, like I said, Lee Craft Letman he is with the team. I think Lee Craft Letman is the official assistant with the team. And I know there's a goalkeeper coach as well. I don't know who the other
It's
person.
not official. The goalkeeper coach is not official for the team. That's it.
Yeah.
one
All
thing
right, go
still.
ahead. Sis.
Yeah, man, I said,
Big deal. Lord, man, a big deal.
listen, no
Go ahead.
man, me tell you already, man, the more than them, man. That's why I tell you, football now go now, we don't have certain people and make certain comment. Can't see where it go. But as I said before, what I'm saying is though, if we can get these players who are at an higher level, because the teams that are in our zone, looking at the teams that are in our zone, they are dominated by domestic players, as currently constructed.
Like Honduras, Costa Rica,
Yeah,
and
even though their domestic
Antigua.
league is higher than the both Honduras and Costa Rica domestic league is higher than our local league based on the fact that they have qualified for more Caribbean championships and those stuff.
No, not
So
Caribbean. The Honduras is not in the Caribbean.
the CONCACAF I'm talking about, sorry.
Yeah.
CONCACAF. So I'm saying that based on that fact, if we can get some of these players, it's just chemistry alone should stop us from qualifying for the U20 World Cup, because the teams that we're facing, if we even face like a Curacao then, and Curacao don't get no outside players, their league is lower than us. So the standard of player that we have is, although football is not played on paper, you have to go out there and play the games. But on paper, we would have the stronger squad versus all of these teams.
But less prepared.
I mean, less prepared, yes, but I'm just saying how much. I was just saying that we would have the strongest squad within the zone. It's just that we wouldn't have
No,
necessarily
I think what I mean, CC, is that
the
we
most
should.
unified squad.
No. Yeah, what you're saying is that based on the players that are projected to come into the team, we should have the better quality players because of the league they are playing in. I think that is the assumption. Because you can't say we should have. You understand me?
No.
Right.
That is it in the mornings. It's just the same notion that we are coming off. If we are getting players from Europe that are
Yes.
supposedly playing at an higher level,
Yes.
and so we have 11 of those players in the squad. In our zone, we would have
because you have at least 4 players who are playing in Germany. A couple of
exactly. So if we have 11 or 12,
one
we
from
would have the
Portugal,
best.
you have around 6 from out of England. You have one from Canada.
We would have the best squad in our zone. The only thing that I can say would go against us.
Based on what, CC?
Based on the Honduras, Costa Rica, and Antigua's currently constructed squad.
Do you know their squad and the players on it?
I'm saying to you, unless they get more recruitment, other players coming in.
CC, but all right. So you are just basing the quality of that team based on the fact that Jamaica getting players from overseas. So based on that, they should be better.
I am projecting.
Yeah. So say Jamaica get 10 players from England, 5 from Germany, and 5 from Jamaica. Those 20.
Yes. And Honduras and Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm. And Costa Rica and Honduras use locally bred.
They lose locally bred players.
How do you then say that Jamaica should be better than them?
Because the players that we get are playing at an higher level than them. You know,
what I'm saying though, that's a hard thing to draw, CC, because what I'm saying though, CC, is that one of these players could be the star in the Costa Rican league.
But you see, that man is
the other player maybe at a championship team.
So which one would you pick? The Costa Rican player who is a star, or the player sitting on Arsenal's bench?
You know,
that's a player. That's one. CC. How many players we have on the Arsenal bench?
You have a player from Arsenal bench, Liverpool bench, Chelsea, Everton. You have players that come from them.
No, you don't. You're using a thing that CC. It's a false reality, because that is not the case. We know the case, CC. I am saying that we already know that in those leagues, those players are probably better developed because they have more competitive league in Central America. All right, so you can't just talk about it that way. Maybe the Jamaican players are, but you have not seen the Honduran players. You have not seen
No,
their
that's what I'm
quality.
saying to you, that unless Honduras, all right, you see, this is what we have to go do. And maybe we have to go do the research and come back
Yeah, I'd
directly
prefer you do the
with
research, CC.
Honduras. No, I'm saying to you that unless Honduras, notice what I said. I prefaced the comment and said, unless Honduras and Costa Rica and Antigua doesn't do what they normally do in terms of constructing their roster, then unless they get some outside players
But
playing in
what
Europe
I'm
as
saying, I
well.
can't agree with that, CC, because you are assuming that the quality of the players in Honduras is below the quality of players Jamaica getting from overseas. On
Then if
what
you get,
premise?
but on the same premise that you guys are using, man,
What
are
premise
you
are we
same
using?
premise me are using?
Hold on.
So
What
if you
premise
are
are
tell
we?
me, say your premise now, your
What
premise is
premise
the
are we
player
using?
at Arsenal. The player at Arsenal is
One player. We're talking about. We have
Arsenal.
one player that makes Arsenal match squad. One player.
The
So
player
yeah,
at Germany. The player in Germany.
nobody. CC. None of us said anything about the player
You
in
know,
Germany.
said German. No, you haven't said that as yet. But I'm saying the
We
premise
don't have
that
no
you.
As
player
yet.
at CC. We have no player who is
Alright.
the second to any player at Bayern Munich.
All right. And
So it's not.
I'm asking you a question. These players that we're supposedly getting from Europe, what level are they playing? Are they playing at a higher level than Central America and than the CONCACAF region?
If what level they're playing?
I'm
No,
asking you. I'm asking
Do,
you a
lot
do
of
you
these
question.
know?
players,
Do you
a lot
know?
of
Do
these
you know the
players
players
are
that
in
are playing the team?
developmental academies. They are in developmental academies. So I am saying it is possible that they could be, but it is also possible that they are not, because some of these Costa Ricans may have players playing in the Costa Rican league, and that Costa Rican league, the quality may be that good that they are above a player playing in an academy, even in Europe. It's not like our Jamaican league, where we say the quality needs to, you understand me, needs to improve. If you ask me that about Jamaica or even Antigua, I could say, well, me understand Antigua. But when you say Costa Rica and Honduras, even when they field at the senior level, totally local based squad, the quality seem to be good. Even when it's locally, even when Honduras and Costa Rica field a locally based squad to play against our senior team, they produce good quality. So I am saying when they produce U20 players, I expect them to be of a certain quality, because they have a better structure of developing their players than we do in Jamaica.
See, this is just the argument that you see. This is the reason why you
But
can't
CC,
come
you
out
took
with
an
one
argument
premise.
about goalkeepers,
Come
CC,
out with
and you
one
bring
premise
it.
and come back, you know.
No, CC, we came up with a
No, but
goalkeeper
I'm saying to you, man,
argument, and you're bringing
it's,
up, you're broad
it's
brushing
not
that
even
through.
specified to a player. It's just a premise.
What is the
It's not
premise, though,
specific
CC?
to a player. I'm
But we
saying to
said
you that.
goalkeeper. It came out of the Dylan Barnes conversation, CC.
All right, came out of the Dylan Barnes conversation. You're coming back down, and I'm asking. You know what? This you cannot make.
Man,
To be
just
honest,
tell the man to leave this, and the man find a way to go right back to the conversation.
you can't make an assessment. You can't make an assessment on this then until you have this Jamaica final squad in front of you and the Honduras and Costa Rica final squad in front of us.
But
So
we were
until
not making
then,
assessment, CC. You make the assessment,
no, because I'm saying I was using your guys' assessment of saying that we're getting a couple players from Europe that are supposedly playing in an higher standard than the players in the CONCACAF region.
Who said that? None of us said that. You
All
are
right,
just saying that.
so the players playing in Europe are not playing in an higher at an higher standard than the players in the CONCACAF region. You don't want to answer that question?
What? CC, I can answer any question. You're saying that the players in Europe are playing at a
I'm
higher
asking a
standard?
question. The players that are supposedly getting from Europe, what standard are they playing at?
Different CC. So there's a player, for example, who is at a Premier League club. There are players who are at championship clubs. There are players who are in academies of clubs. So they haven't even broken into first teams. They are in academies of clubs. So it's different levels. But what we are saying is that because they have the experience of better developmental program, here is it, CC. CC, they are better than some of the players we have locally. We're not comparing it with the rest.
But you notice that is what I'm saying to you, that you see that it comes back down to the Manins. You're just comparing it to locally, and I'm asking
But that's
you.
what we have to do, CC,
I'm
because we're not
asking
in
you
Honduras and Costa
if you're
Rica.
comparing it to, you're not spreading it and saying you're comparing it to CONCACAF region.
No, CC, that's what I'm telling you, CC. A
So
player.
we're playing against ourselves.
What are you? CC, listen what I'm saying now. I think you're trying to listen what I'm saying, CC. I think this is what people are saying. The players, why Jamaica want the players, Jamaica, is because we Jamaicans are saying the players who are in academies and setups overseas, they are far more advanced than the players we have locally. Because Jamaica, we Jamaicans are admitting that our schoolboy league, our Premier League, is not at the place to develop the players totally for professional league. That's what we are saying. We cannot then say, okay, it applies to CONCACAF teams because we don't know what the developmental program in Honduras is, or in Costa Rica is, or in Canada. We cannot do that. We can only use the Jamaican context.
Then Mannings, then how are we going to analyze and say where the team can go and project to where the team can qualify and have those type of projection if we're not looking at least looking at the teams in our zone?
So here's what we do know.
How are we going to project?
Let me tell you how I project. When I see the compilation of the Jamaica team, I have to watch the Hondurans play. Because this is not like senior team where you can say this player play for this club or this. This is under 20s. Most of the players on the Honduran teams, none of us are going to know them. None of us are going to know them. So how can we say, all we have to do is look at, and a lot of people have been doing that. People are saying, all right, people are saying that, listen, the Costa Ricans have been playing a lot of games. So they have been playing together. That's what they are saying. They are not saying that the players are better than the Jamaicans. They are saying that because they have been in camp and working on this for 1 year now, they are way ahead of Jamaica. Not in terms of the talent pool, but because they have a program. So many people are expecting them to do better than us. That is what we use, CC. We can't use.
I'm not disputing that, you know. But as I said before, the thing about it is, you know, I'm saying to you, I was talking and I said on paper, but the game is not played on paper. But apparently, throughout my reasoning on paper, because apparently we're getting some bunch of kids in some academies that we don't really know their level.
So you going? See, you keep changing the thing. Who's saying that we're getting a bunch of kids in academies? How you going to that now? You just
we're getting kids from academies that we don't necessarily know the level that they're at.
See, but we believe that they are at a higher level than the kids in Jamaica. What is so hard for that to understand?
No, listen, I have money. I'm not talking about Jamaica in my past.
But Jamaica but what you're asking us to do, CC, is to compare the kids we have with kids we have not seen. This is not like the Costa Rican national team where we say we know Brian Ruiz, where we say we know Joel Campbell. This is we don't know. Tell me one player. Let me give you an example. Tell me one player on the Costa Rican team, the under 20.
No, I'm telling you, man, you just trying to prove a thing right now, my boss. I'm tell you, I'm trying to. I'm saying to you that you probably prove a thing. You can have. I'm saying you can have the conversation and say. I said, basically, if we get these players, I would just say that we should have a good enough team to compete or finish above these teams that are in our zone based on X. However, they would have chemistry over our team based on the fact that they have been playing longer together. That's a total different thing. And I've said that before. But
All right. All right. Hey, listen, you may call the super. Oh, so me see a super chat it all gone. Where the super chat gone? There was a super chat. May they put it up? Oh, geez. Oh, see it here. Those nations might have youth in Spain and UK too. He did say that if they didn't go and get them, if we didn't go and get them, yeah, but yeah. So, all right. So,
but Mannings, let me ask you a
Right.
question. No, I'm asking you one question.
Go ahead.
Everybody in the chat said them a watch team play and them a watch them Honduras and Costa Rica them play. But yet still they don't know how much they not see squad. They don't see the names that represent these teams when they're playing. They're not seeing anything. Because remember, to me, Mannings, if you're telling me that you see a team plays, but you don't look at the starting 11 and you know which club them play for, or you don't look and see where them play. So you tell me, say I watch the entire game, you finish watching game, and you don't know nothing about not one of the player them. Because I never professed to say.
I mean, I understand the question where you asked.
I'm asking the question and saying that
What
they
is
are
the question?
saying that
Yeah.
they see that Costa Rica has been playing U20, Honduras U20 has been playing, and some of these other teams have been playing. However, they can't tell you if the team, some persons are saying, we don't see their squad as yet. We don't see this as yet. I'm not saying I saw their final squad, but you not tell me what you have seen in their interim squad?
All right. So
you can't tell me say how much players are played domestically for their interim squad.
All right.
And you watch them?
You want me
Oh,
answer
God,
the,
man.
You want me answer the question? You want me answer the question?
Answer the question.
All right. I don't believe when people say Honduras has been playing games that they actually sit down and watch the matches. What they are saying to you is that there was a tournament that these Central Americans put on. They are saying to you that since the start of the year, when they called up, since the start of the year, since January, when they called up the senior team, they also called up the U20 teams, and both were in preparation. People are saying that these guys seem to have had a plan long ago, and they have been putting things in place. Based on their preparation, based on their planning, people are assuming, because none of us know, that they should do better than us. They are also saying that in the context that we cannot bring a group of locally based players alone to compete with those teams who have had this kind of a preparation, because our local based players have not had enough time to prepare. The schoolboy season was abbreviated. Therefore, the Jamaicans are saying, let's incorporate some players from overseas to bolster the squad. All right. So when you get that, more people are saying, now that we see more overseas players coming in, we have more faith that the team stand a better chance. It is not conclusively saying, CC, we are going to do better than those teams, because their long preparation could still outdo our talent pool. I think that is what people are saying.
All right. So I'm asking this, man. You see why I say sometimes you can't reason sports with some people? Because they look at box scores in basketball, or they look at scores. So when them come and say, all right, for example, them come and say one team game finished 3-2. Yo, that team that will finish 3-2. I say they look good, but then in actuality, when I watch the match, the team should have get all 7-8. But you see the score say 3-2, you say it was a close match. But the score flatters. It flatters to deceive. So I'm saying to you that a lot of persons are saying, oh, they're having preparations and stuff. They're only looking at the score, what them see, or something that they have read, saying that these teams are playing. But I want them to go and watch a game, watch a football game of these people that you're saying keep in tournament, watch the people in tournament, and then come and tell me, say, yo, all right, they have XYZ players playing in their domestic league, or XYZ player. These players look XY, but they cannot just come and say, you can come and say their preparation seems to be better because you see where they are having games. But then I'm just saying you don't know any player, and you can't tell me if you've seen a squad, but you said it, you watch them play. But because man say they watch them, you know. And you can't tell me, say, you don't know the man them squad. That me want to know.
I just see, you don't listen. It don't make sense me talk because nothing that me say. I just explain to you when people talk what they're saying. The people did not say they watch the matches. They speak about their preparation, brother, and the time. But listen, it's not going to work, CC. We're just going to keep going around because no matter what I say, you're going to go back. Because I said it to you already, that when the people speak about the tournaments, they're not saying I watch every game that Honduras play. What they're saying to you, that the teams have been preparing longer. That's what they're saying. And so they are not looking to see, okay, Honduras have this player and he plays in the Honduran league for this club. They are not doing that, CC. They are saying that, listen, we just
look
heard.
here in the comment
CC,
section.
let me finish. CC, I'm talking to you, man. The time if you look in the comment section, I may talk to you.
All right.
So if you want to respond to the comment.
No.
I
was saying so.
no, man. Go ahead, respond.
I was saying to you that somebody said they watch the game. So I was just saying that.
That's a game. That a game is not enough.
But I understand what they're saying. People just say they're talking about the preparation and the tournaments leading up to them picking their squad to go to the championship. So I understand what they're saying, man.
Yeah. You see me call unseen gone. You understand me? You make leader gone. Yeah. But we actually we actually I think we come to some yeah, but you have to take on the people them some other time. But listen, we pass our 2 hour mark. It is 2 hours and 16 minutes. So CC, you have 3 minutes. So
yeah, but I mean, like as I said before, though,
give your
a
final
lot of
point.
persons. I have already figured out. So a lot of persons is going to come and talk. So we have to just understand that their perspective is coming off of base of looking up information and seeing that these teams have had tournaments and seen scores and drumming up and saying, okay, their preparation has been going on a long time, but we have to not take them at face value because they have not watched the games. They don't watch football. They only watch scores and watch what tournament has been put on, but they haven't really watched the tournament itself. Just like even probably the Caribbean Championship that recently held, some persons have not watched the Cavaliers team. So to me, they should not have an opinion on the Cavaliers team. Some persons have not watched the Waterhouse team. So they should not have an opinion on the team. But they see the score, so they assume based off the score or project off the score. So that's all I have to say. I understand the reasoning now. So then I'll approach it a different way in terms of reasoning with people that don't necessarily watch teams play, but come and talk about teams preparation and other stuff, and not necessarily the gameplay.
All right. Totally get it, CC. All right. So I will say, I understand the point you're making. I can't say I agree with the point that you're making. All right. But I understand the point. But can't agree with it. I think until until we see the full Jamaican squad and how much time they have to prepare that final squad going into the tournament, there's a lot of things we can't determine. I think, and this is the issue I have with most of our football programs, including our women's senior program, that the other teams, whether they have similar quality, lesser quality, or greater quality, they have better preparation. I think the area that we have failed the most is in preparation. Because I saw this in the World Cup campaign. It don't matter where you get the players from, how high their qualities are, if you don't prepare properly, the probability of you succeeding are severely minimized. So I believe we should not only measure the quality of the players, but emphasize the preparation of the team. Because if one set of players are at, say, on a scale from 1 to 10, they're at 8 in quality, and the next set of players are at 6 in quality. If I have those at 6 at the quality level for 6 months, and you have your talent at 8 for 2 weeks, chances are my better preparation will outdo your quality without preparation. So even if Jamaica, I think, should get Premier League quality players, without preparation, it's going to lead to poor performance. What the Hondurans and the Costa Ricans are doing is preparing, while Jamaica, I think, is recruiting. So I think that preparation will outdo recruiting. Do I believe in the team? Will I support the team? Absolutely. Absolutely. And if we can squeeze in enough preparation with the group of players, then I think we could basically get some good result, because all we need to do is to finish third, which means just win one match. If we win one match, we make it to the next round. So that will be your fourth match. And if you have high quality players and they get in groups of games together, no injuries, maybe as the program progresses, they will the chemistry will grow and get better. All right, so that is where I am at CC. So I don't know if you're saying anything different, but I just wanted to make that clear. M10 Football says a victory loves preparation. Waste of time putting unknowns in such short order and looking for best possible result. That is why our teams look like madman get together. Playing. Yeah.
I
You
mean, like
understand?
preparation is the key. At this point in time, like we have 1 month exactly till the tournament starts. And when the tournament starts, that's where we can probably make a better assessment. I just um I just want when the tournament start, a lot of people just watch the games. Probably if they watch the game, then we can come have a conversation. We have to approach a conversation from a different angle. Because when the tournament start,
Yo,
I
you
can
need
tell
to have, yeah, here's the thing. You need to have a conversation by your channel, because when you come on my channel, you change the whole of my topic them. And you got find some thing when we don't want to discuss, brother. We can't manage. We only can deal with
uh,
it once a month, you know. See, this a year a week, you know, see. After this a week, me have to go up and break. Me have to go up and fast, you know. You understand me?
go
Yeah.
and still. Yo, no, let me tell you, me understand, me understand all the people I'm using no man.
Yeah,
I'm not
see, after
really,
this a week. See, still after this a week, me have to go up and fast, me I tell her that.
yeah, me I breeze out YouTube to man. Me not up on YouTube till the tournament start. Me give in this a break.
Why?
Hmm? No
Why?
man, me I give it a break, man, because as I said before, like sometimes the bantering and stuff where it's hard to like reason with people when I have no reasoning capabilities, but them want kind of try say certain things. But I mean, to me, I just laugh because at the end of the day, tomorrow I'm not go to really remember some of the things that they say. Cause I'm not pay it no mind, but I'm just saying that sometimes the people have to watch the game and stop analyze sports from score line. You understand? A lot of us analyze sports from scoreline. To be honest, if I've not seen a game, I can't give a fair assessment of a game. I can speak about the team is preparing well and at XYZ, but if I've never watched the team played, then when I know like my basis of giving an assessment on the team, then that's where I'm gonna fall down short. But as I said before, like we probably give it a break because as I said, remember the manager have a program
No, no,
or
no, no,
meeting.
no, no. Understand me. Your position and my position is different. You always try to do them things. Like it's so like me and you know say the same thing. I'm giving. I am saying that when me have it on the program 2 nights in a row, me have to give you. You understand? Me have to go fast. Me have to go for fasting because how the program go with you. So me have to go for fast, but the program still go on. But listen, understand. Listen, the people them sometimes be you know, every time. I mean, I express myself. People say me open on my feelings, but that's just how it is here. Public figure, but I mean, really appreciate your time still. You understand me? One of the things is that you stick to what you say, you stick to what you believe, even if it's wrong. You understand me? Formula wise, you know, Formula said, no, sir, we need a break from this after what we said last night. But
Yeah.
so,
No,
so
look,
big up
man, let me
yourself,
tell
man.
you. Let me tell you. All right.
You said Sporting Lisbon, Benfica.
No, no.
Oh, oh, oh.
No, but I'm saying to you that let me tell you. This is what the last thing I say, because I want to create no controversy and then I go.
Yeah, you need
Remember,
because we need to end in a CC. Me
yeah,
have
remember, I heard somebody was saying that the championship is ranked higher than the Turkish Super League. So I'm saying to you that which would you rather play in? Play for Fenerbahce or play for a club in the championship? Because if you
all right.
play
So
for
let's look
Fenerbahce, you have the
out,
ability
out,
to
out,
play in the
out, out.
Champions League. So
I would
if you
play, I
play,
would play, out right now. I would play for Fulham.
no, Fulham is up in the Premier League. No, Fulham is a Premier League team right now, man. That's a total
Yeah,
different. And then there's the
but
next thing
it,
about it. I would
you see
rather
that's
play for
see the
Fenerbahce.
conversation now go stop, you know.
No, I'm just leaving it at that. I
Yeah,
would rather play for Galatasaray or Fenerbahce than Fulham.
yeah, but see, there are other factors. There are many people who don't want to be in Turkey. They want to be because how often do you see the games in Turkey? So come on, see. There are other factors, you know. So, see,
No,
other
I'm saying to play in the Champions League.
yes, see, but other people are talking about the visibility of the league. So there are other factors. Other factors. All right. So there are other factors. That's all I say. But people, bless up, Rob Simmons. That's how it goes sometimes. Listen, Jeremy and Mitchell. I don't think the program was all that. Leader came on. We spoke about some reggae boy stuff. There was some good stuff discussed. And CC also. I think the truth is he does have a point. I don't agree with it, but he has a point. You understand me? And um, you know, we have to listen to people and make it fun. You know, it don't have to be hostile on these platforms and stuff. You know, yeah, man. But bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up to every one of you. Thank you again for coming on. Remember, I think this is going to be one of the biggest shows that I've had, not because of the viewership, but in terms of the person. This is the person, one of the persons who is the head of coaching education in Sweden. Um, he's going to be on Friday morning at 10. All right. And then next week, you don't want to miss this. So we have some big things coming. Next week, we're going to have Brian Pensky, he used to be the head coach at the University of Tennessee female program. He just moved to Florida State. So we have those coming up for you. We have Mikey Barnes on Sunday at 5:30. He was a person who was running that under 23 youth program and some big falling out between him and the JFF. He's going to come and he's going to talk to us. So we have some programs coming up, and then in the following week we're gonna have head coach Paul Hall. So we have some good stuff coming up. Stay tuned to the channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like, share. Bless up to CC. You know, the confident, the one who confident like concrete. You understand me? No shifting, no shaking. Big up to Unseen, the leader. Internet giving him problem. To all the persons in the comment section, thank you. To all the sponsors, you know, Thank you so much. I'm glad, like, listen, sometimes the comment section can be very hostile, but you guys showed a lot of respect to each other and to the panel for the most part, and I appreciate that. Thank you for the cleanness of the content and the respect that we show to each other, though we may not always agree. And let that continue to be the way that we operate. All right. So thank you so much, every single one of you. Continue to support I Am Sure Sports. And like I always say, listen, you don't have any loyalty to any program. If you're here, there are other programs out there. Just support them because they're doing stuff. Support them, as many of them as possible. Even if you can't watch what they do, support them. Support them. Who won the basketball game? Did the Dallas beat the Golden State Warriors?
Golden State Warriors blew them out.
Okay, all right. So it looks like it's going to be Miami Heat and the Golden State Warriors in the finals.
Well, you can't worry them out, 112 to 87.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so bless up one and all. Have a wonderful night and be safe until we talk again tomorrow. I'm Manins man. That's CC who was on with us. You be safe until we meet again.
Yo, watch your bad dog, SK New Earths, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.